Hey there, fellow Americans. Breaking news that's got everyone talking, especially if you're a senior born before 1961. What if I told you that a massive $7,800 stimulus check could be heading your way this August? Stick around because I'm about to reveal everything you need to know about this game-changing payment, including the exclusive zip code payment map that just dropped. Before we dive deep into these incredible details, take a second to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on the latest updates about stimulus payments, Social Security benefits, and financial news that could put more money in your pocket. The anticipation has been building for months, and finally, the moment seniors across America have been waiting for is here. The August stimulus program specifically targets Americans born before 1961. And here's the kicker, the payment amount is substantially higher than previous stimulus rounds. But why $7,800? And more importantly, how can you make sure you're eligible? Let's break down this massive development that's sending shockwaves through communities nationwide. The federal government has recognized the unique challenges faced by seniors during these economically turbulent times. With inflation still impacting everyday expenses and medical costs soaring, this targeted stimulus aims to provide meaningful relief to those who need it most. You might be wondering, is this too good to be true? Well, I've spent countless hours researching and verifying this information directly from government sources, and I'm here to share the unvarnished truth about this stimulus package. The most exciting part? The recently released zip code payment map shows exactly where these payments will be distributed first. Think about it, $7,800 could be the financial cushion you've been hoping for, whether it's catching up on medical bills, making home repairs you've been putting off, or simply having extra security in your savings account. This stimulus could be life-changing for millions of seniors across the country. Here's something crucial you need to know. The distribution isn't happening all at once. The government has implemented a strategic rollout plan based on zip codes to ensure smooth processing of these payments. This is where the newly released payment map becomes your best friend. Have you checked your zip code's position in the distribution schedule yet? The eligibility criteria are more straightforward than previous stimulus programs, but there are still some important boxes you need to tick. First and foremost, you must have been born before 1961, that's non-negotiable. But what about income limits, living arrangements, Social Security status? These are all factors that could affect your eligibility, and I'm going to walk you through each one. One of the most frequently asked questions I've been getting is about the application process. Unlike previous stimulus payments, this one has some unique requirements that you absolutely need to know about. Missing even one small detail could delay your payment or, worse, make you ineligible altogether. Let's talk about the zip code payment map that was just released. This isn't just any ordinary map, it's a detailed blueprint of how and when these $7,800 payments will reach different parts of the country. Some regions are prioritized based on economic indicators and senior population density. Have you wondered why certain areas are getting payments before others? The payment schedule is broken down into waves, with some lucky seniors receiving their checks as early as August 1st. Others might need to wait a few more weeks. But don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to check your payment date using your zip code. The government has actually made this process surprisingly user-friendly, but there are some tips and tricks you'll want to know. What's particularly interesting about this stimulus program is how it interfaces with existing benefits. If you're already receiving Social Security benefits, Medicare, or other federal assistance, you might be wondering how this $7,800 payment affects those benefits. The good news? I've got all the answers about benefit interactions and potential impacts on other financial assistance programs. But here's something you really need to pay attention to. There are some serious scams already circulating around this stimulus payment. Fraudsters are getting increasingly sophisticated, and they're targeting seniors specifically. How can you protect yourself? What are the red flags to watch out for? I'll share some crucial security tips that could save you from falling victim to these schemes. The banking aspect of this stimulus payment is also worth discussing. Direct deposit is obviously the fastest way to receive your payment. But what if you prefer a physical check? What about those who use prepaid debit cards or don't have traditional bank accounts? There are options available for every situation, and I'll explain each one in detail. Here's a fascinating aspect of this stimulus that many people overlook: the potential economic impact on local communities. When seniors receive these $7,800 payments, the benefits ripple throughout the entire community. Local businesses see increased activity, healthcare providers receive overdue payments, and the overall economic health of the area improves. Have you considered how you might use this payment to support your local economy? One of the most important things to understand is the tax implications of this stimulus payment. Will you need to report it on your next tax return? Could it affect your tax bracket or other benefits? I've consulted with tax experts to bring you the most accurate information about handling this payment come tax season. Now, let's address something that's causing some confusion: the difference between this stimulus and other federal benefits. This $7,800 payment is separate from regular Social Security payments, cost of living adjustments, COLA, and other federal benefits. Understanding these distinctions is crucial for proper financial planning and avoiding any potential issues with benefit calculations. The timing of this stimulus is particularly significant. Why August? What makes this month so special for the rollout? The government's choice of timing actually relates to several economic and administrative factors that I'll explain. Plus, I'll share some insights about what this could mean for potential future stimulus payments. But here's what really gets me excited: the additional resources and support services that are being rolled out alongside this stimulus payment. The government isn't just sending money, they're also implementing programs to help seniors make the most of these funds. From financial counseling to fraud protection services, there's a whole network of support available. Are you aware of all the resources at your disposal? For those of you watching who help care for senior family members, this information is equally important. You might need to assist with the application process, help check eligibility, or ensure the payment is properly received and managed. I'll share some specific tips for family caregivers and power of attorney holders. Looking ahead, this stimulus payment could set a precedent for future senior assistance programs. The government's recognition of seniors' unique financial challenges might lead to more targeted support in the future. What does this mean for long-term senior financial security? How might this shape future policy decisions? Remember, while this $7,800 stimulus payment is significant, it's also important to think about long-term financial planning. How can you make the most of this payment? What strategies should you consider for managing these funds wisely? I'll share some expert tips on maximizing the benefit of this stimulus while planning for the future. As we wrap up this detailed overview of the August stimulus payment, let me remind you of the key action items you need to take right now. Check your eligibility. Verify your zip code on the payment map. Ensure your information is up to date. And stay alert for any communication from official government sources. Don't forget to like this video and share it with any seniors you know who might benefit from this information. Remember to subscribe to our channel for regular updates on this stimulus payment and other financial news affecting seniors. Drop your zip code in the comments below, and I'll help you check your payment schedule. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.